day, good people, on a fine day in the year of the vibrant Tooling Day. Bravo Dave and I'm an Omar is the man who is trying to get myself together. Yesterday and Friday, I was really celebrating with my general managers and Selena Grant from the IRC. So I'm awake. I'm awake. That's about all you're gonna get from me tonight. However, Rebellion is live, and apparently instead of a 5-match card, we are having a 6-match card. Man, I'm exhausted. Let me talk to you. As you saw, I don't know if Panette coerced March into the match being tonight, or if March coerced Panette. I'm not sure who. Maybe they both want it. But we could see it all end tonight in the main event. It is March 7th versus Panette, a match that was supposed to take place in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. But instead, it's tonight, one-on-one, Panette versus March. And what kind of match? We'll spin the wheel later. That being said, we got a whole, in fact, we got there's a lot of ladies competing tonight, actually. We got Verosika in action tonight. If Verosika can beat a person of Sage's choosing, she'll get a rematch. Also, hopefully get Iba back, because who knows where she is. We have, in what I think is a major mistake, Rinkah versus Flair. Flair has been kind of lost over the past couple of weeks, even though picked up a nice win over Futaba. Said she wants to fight Rinkah, and after this past Friday, I'm not sure if you want to fight Rinkah considering how frustrated she is. However, we booked it, so Flair might need a body bag. Anywho, Golden, after seeing the new hope that is Ryoma, is going one-on-one with Ryoma tonight. Can you imagine Ryoma pinning Golden here tonight? You know what I'm saying? Golden doesn't have a match locked in yet, or his opponent locked in yet for Ticket to Paradise, so maybe Ryoma versus Golden might be a little shoe-in. We got a triple threat featuring the ladies and their partners, and we'll have another one next week, clearly. But we're starting all off tonight with Neru versus Donkey Kong, and it's about to go on. I guess right now, actually, we're ready. As the stars go. Oh, okay, I accidentally hit my microphone and it got muted. That's hilarious. We are back at Rebellion for a proper match now, and not a match that's getting added to the card suddenly. Tonight has become, somehow, someway, a much bigger fight feel. And this woman has brought the big fight every single time that she stepped into the ring thus far. At least during this open challenge. And I'm going to say really most of the matches she's been in since she's been here in the AWE. That's going all the way back to January. I feel like the one really poor showing she ever had was honestly in a 2-on-1 match where she was a part of the 2. Cherry has Neru's number for some reason. Not literally. Cherry's not like calling up Neru saying, hey, what's up, hello, how you doing, girly? That ain't what's happening. What's happening is Cherry seemed to have Neru's number in terms of saying, hey, you want to fight? I'll take you down. But I think more notably, that may have pushed Neru to have this for the Sicko's open challenge. You know what I mean? Okay. Just randomly crazy pyro, that's fine too, whatever. We don't, I mean, we have that kind of budget, but you know, look, if she took off that IRC armband, I'd be much happier to accept Neru as a future star on this roster, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But tonight she's up against, is that Donkey Kong? I can't even really hear the music. What is it? That sounds like the DK rap. Barely playing. DK, what kind of file? What kind of music file did you give us? What kind of? I can't barely hear your music, DK. Donkey Kong. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, well, whatever. DK is here. We've had a Sephiroth. We've had a Mr. Schiff. And now we got a DK. Neru has had her work cut out for her. If he winds up that punch, she's about to be a gunner. However, we said she was about to be a gunner against Master Chief, this past Friday. She won. Let's see if she can beat a a literal massive primate up on the shoulders and slam down. It ain't gonna be easy, but this match is for the sickos. Into the ropes. Oh my gosh, grabbed her and slams her down with authority. Remember, it's 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes. Underneath the ring is items purely for the sickos. Went for a thing there. I guess I tried to go for it. Looked like a hit to the top of the head. A hit like that from DK, it might knock you out. She's got to avoid those massive fists of this ape. Stood back up. Behind, and oh my gosh, goodness gracious, the strength of DK. If not a surprise at all, though. Let's be real, not a surprise at all. I don't know if I would even call DK Donkey Kong a sicko per se. But he is a strong person, and accepting a challenge from a literal, ape gorilla? You'd have to be a sicko to do that. Drop DK right on his back, huh? And keep in mind, this is a Neru. This is a Neru who is beaten, broken down, and bruised up. You see heavily taped arm and chest. Not good for a wrestler to be fighting through that, but she said in these sicko matches, rather, they're unsanctioned. If these matches tear me apart, if these matches end my career, end my life, I'm doing it for the sickos. And the injured shoulder! The injured shoulder into the post! Oh my gosh! There's not even been any sicko weapons in this matchup, and it might already be over. She can't get the shoulder up off of that. 1, 2, got the bad shoulder up. Normally, this early in the match, you would think Neru would get that shoulder up pretty quickly. Not this time around. It took a while to get that shoulder up. And the door is here. DK looking to show Neru the door. And Neru looking to meet DK on the outside. DK throwing Neru into the steps. This is bad. This is a bad news for Neru. Neru gets the arm of DK, sends DK down. Man, as much as I hate to say it, I have to say, poor Neru. That injured arm going into the steel part of the post, going into the stairs on the outside. It is nasty work as our cameras are getting close to the action here tonight. DK tossed all the way up. It's not false count anywhere. They gotta handle that action in the ring here tonight. Neru, it looks like she's kind of creeping around the ring. She's going to get a weapon? She is going to get a weapon, but oh no. It is a night for the sickos. There's not even any ladders under the ring now that I'm thinking about it. There ain't a single ladder underneath the ring. It slapped him all the way into the ladder, which is crazy work. Has the legs folded up, and instead of going to a figure 4, it looks like he was literally too big to accomplish that. She elbows right against the joint of the knee and sends DK into the ladder. DK with a reversal. Lifting Neru up. Oh, no. DK just plops her, deposits her on that ladder. Face, body, legs, you name it, going into the steel, but able to push DK away, which is crazy. Uppercut right into the throat of Neru. Neru responds back with a kick. Honestly, still incredible back and forth. I'm surprised she can still fight this fight. Dragging DK towards the ring, steps back in, climbs up to the top rope. What is she thinking here? Neru not generally a high flyer, and that is why DK looking to take advantage of that situation. Does not work out. Reversal of the signature. And a knockout blow by DK. Neru's got no resiliency, no hope of kicking out. Oh! I was going to say no hope of kicking out of that move. I need to completely reiterate every single time. This is a Neru who is hurt. This is a Neru who's broken down, beaten down her body. Oh, big boot. Dodged. In fact, that was a signature. The big old monkey feet rolling through, trying to go for a quick pinfall. Jessica trying to get into position. DK able to kick out before 1. German suplex. Oh my gosh, if he Germans right now. Ugh! Shades of Neru's own finisher there. Neru kept right back up. But DK a little bit faster and drops Neru onto the trash can! Oh my gosh! With every single one of these Sicko matches has some sort of 6-spot leg drop, misses, and his leg goes right onto that, ooh, not that table actually, goes right into the, no, hold on a minute. Neru, no. Neru, come on! I know there's a match for the Sickos! Senton through the ladder! And a running power slam on the outside! She just sentoned Donkey Kong! A whole gorilla! Through a ladder! What on earth? Is that a wrench? Not a monkey wrench, is it? And what is DK thinking? DK might not be thinking anything anymore. This matchup may have just evened itself out. Forward and backwards clotheslines over and over again. Turns around and one more clothesline for good measure. Goodness gracious. Wrench going back into the I guess the ribs, the midsection. Do we call those ribs? Abdominal region of Donkey Kong. Stood back up and sending Neru over to the side. This matchup, we said it was for the Sickos. It's definitely for the Sickos. Dropkick misses. Went for a big chop there. Neru, oh my gosh. Slams DK almost into the barricade. Can you imagine that steel barricade going flying? Neru jumping over the steps, trying to get past DK, going for another weapon. As we've seen so far in this thing, she loves that 2x4. She loves her Janice as she is brutalizing Donkey Kong. And this matchup just turned around completely in the favor of Neru. It's kind of like what we saw this past Friday, where early on in the match, it was all Master Chief. And then Neru was like, it's time to go Sicko mode. And when girl goes Sicko mode, she goes Sicko mode. Up from the ground and dropped. Oh my gosh, it just, tried to choke out DK on the outside. DK again with a massive fist right to the face of Neru. As Neru gets tossed, Neru's got almost two. I'm not sure if that second finisher bar is filled all the way entirely. I think it might need like one more little bit. Well, she's got it now. That finisher bar is lit up a second time. DK able to fight back. Heavy fist right to the guts of Neru. Maybe rearranging her insides with that brutal punch right to the intestines, the stomach, the kidneys, and whatever else is in there. She was going for that clothesline. And this time, she's hitting it! DK down. 1, 2. DK burns. And I don't blame him for all that DK has been through since this. She's going for more? No! I thought we got rid of those! Oh, come on, Neru, no! And DK wants retribution himself. This time he's setting up the, oh man, when they say it's a Sicko match, it's a Sicko match, ain't it? And a big chop measured right to DK. DK, that might not have been a good idea. Neru, where are you going? What you getting? Neru, you already got tax in there. What are you doing, girl? She's doubling down. Y'all, she's really a Sicko. She's really, truly, sincerely a Sicko. Lifting up DK. DK able to reverse. Shot to the back of the knee of Neru. By the end of this, Neru might have damaged legs as well. As, oh my gosh, a reverse choke slam. Neru's down. Neru might have set up her own demise. Able to reverse, though. DK not rolling. Oh, actually, I think it's rolled knee first into those tacks. He's going to have to watch his open feet. Clothesline into the tacks. Oh my gosh, all the way in. He's just laying down on top of him. 1, 2. Oh, he had to kick out. Oh, gosh. You can see, yeah, some of them are sticking into his back, dude. Into DK's back, there's tax everywhere. DK's lucky at this point, he just didn't get slammed into him. Oh, but DK may be looking to get his revenge. Last time he got senton through this ladder, this time Neru gets out of the way! DK, oh no! DK's dying, dude. DK is suffering in this fight. Back full of tax. Neru looking for more. Neru, you have 2 bags full of thumbtacks in the middle of the ring. Why? 3? Y'all, she is a sicko. She is legitimately a sicko! Oh my gosh. I know we talked about this Sicko Open Challenge recently and how we're not sure how it's going to affect the health of Neru going forward. I think we might need to get a check on the mental health of Neru going forward. There are tacks. Literally, I think the tack that was in the back of DK actually just fell out recently. Thankfully, I guess it wasn't lodged too deeply in there, but the more he gets just tossed in the— No, Neru. Neru, he's rolled out of the tax. Neru, big splash out of the tax! Oh no! Oh, he's back! 1, 2, he's still kicked out! He stands right back up. He does have the punch ready. DK again trying to put Neru through that ladder. He's really focused on getting his lick back. And this time he does, Neru! And this is so much worse for her. With the full body injury. The arm. Okay, never mind. She kicked right back up and said, I'm a sicko. DK saw it coming. I don't know how he got eyes in the back of his head. I thought he only had nails in the back. I'm sorry, attacks in the back of his head. What's he going to get? Y'all, he just wound up the punch. He's got more thumbtacks, but he just wound up the punch. He just oh no, Neru. Oh, girly. Oh no. Up and, oh, there's gonna be power. Oh, it's onto the knee, but she still went back and legs first into those thumbtacks on the way down. You can see them in her leg, dude. No. Writhing in pain and a table. The body injury is still going on Neru. I knew she had arm injury and the body injury was light, but I think the body injury might be at stage 3 now too. Went for another big boot. Nobody home. But ducked underneath the big boot again. Neru gets the signature reverse. DK maybe looking for that punch. Reversal by Neru turns him around. And the lariat lands and DK lands in the tax. Look at the tax all over them, dude. Oh, he kicked out. What? No way, no shot, no how. Neru has tacks in her legs. DK's got tacks in his everywhere. Look at them in his back, dude. In his— no, Neru, not more. No. We have to stop this match, dude. They're actually sickos. Oh no, chopped, and she's landing into them. Don't pour them right on top of her. No, DK, no. Onto the door, and a boot right afterwards. This is nasty. This is disgusting. Tossing Neru into the corner. Neru with a reversal into the ropes. Actually goes underneath. Oh my gosh! Went underneath and close. Ugh. Going underneath. I was gonna say maybe jumping over top, but going underneath into tax is crazy. Clothesline. This is hard to watch. I'm cringing with every move that happens in the ring. And now DK's got Janice. She might not be able to fight this Friday! Able to stand back up. Neru with a clothesline. Goes outside the ring. I swear if you get another bag of attacks, I'm gonna scream. Come on, dude. That's enough. No, onto the— oh no! But he landed on the tax as well. Everyone's writhing in pain. She's trying to rip them out of her injured arm. Ugh. Beating her with the back attacks afterwards and then just dropping them. Try to drop them on her legs, but she was able to roll out of the way at the last second. This is sick. This is potentially the most sickening match I've ever seen. And we've had a whole lot of matches that have made me cringe. Dropping a whole table on her too. DK leaves the ring. Walks around looking for another weapon. DK, I swear to you, there's something wrong with these two. There's a tack. Heavy thing drops him over under the jaw with a bunch of tacks, as there's just tacks everywhere. They're not going to be able to land anywhere. They're going to have backstage. It's going to be essentially all of our medics trying to pluck hundreds of tacks out of these two opponents over and over again. DK is getting pinned on a bunch of tacks. 1, 2, but he don't give up either. You can see him trying to push himself up, but there's so much pain in his body. It's just like, acupuncture happening. Is she about to try and do? I think she was trying to do the IRC elbow onto DK, but I want to point out, could not do it because, well, he was writhing in pain from the tacks. Went for a chop there. Big boot by DK. Neru had not burned resiliency yet, but this has got to be it. DK has a super finisher. She didn't burn? Yo, you're telling me she didn't burn? Big boot right to the face and she didn't burn? Yo, this is 2 out of 3 falls. We talk about sickos. This is beyond sicko. I'm just glad they're doing all these slamming moves outside of the ring. Oh, stalling suplex. That looked like it turned into a jackhammer, not for nothing. Twisting the leg. This is why I always try and make sure that there's not thumbtacks under the ring. However, it has been a busy weekend. I may have celebrated a little bit too much with my general managers. Oh, hold on, the shoulders. DK able to get down. Oh, the punch! That knockout blow, and he's got, a steel chair and is now just wailing away at the already injured Neru, who hits a nasty clothesline on the outside to follow. She's walking around. One can only assume she has more thumbtacks on her mind. DK's starting to get up to his feet again. Let's be real. It's going to be thumbtacks. I'm not surprised. I can't say I'm surprised. She's a sicko. Look at how many tacks are in the ring. Jessica's trying to stay away from the center of the ring as much as possible. She's like, I'm not trying to be down there. She actually didn't spread them. She didn't spread them. She went back to DK. And DK gets reversed. Neru sends DK back into the ring. Climbing up to the top rope. Last time it was a nasty splash. Onto the tacks. Look at the zoom in from the good camera work, Kuzu and company. Oh no! Scoop slam into the mat! Ah, no! Scoop slam from that height with that distance. He's winding up the fist, and the knockout blow lands into the tacks afterwards and into the pin. Ladies and gentlemen, that's got to be resiliency on Neru. 1, 2. It is. My gosh. No, this was already a sickening match enough. There's no need for this too. Jessica trying to get the steps out of the ring. I saw she tried to get the steps out of the ring. Oh no. Okay, roll up. Sneaky, cheeky little roll up. Hold on. 1, 2. Still just 2. DK somehow kicked out of that. Tried to go for that knockout blow. Neru. Oh, no. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, run away. Just walk away. That didn't need to be on the tacks. It didn't need to be. He also may have landed on the tacks a little bit because they're everywhere, to be honest. Any landing you have is going to probably land on those things. Dragging DK into the tacks again. That's disgusting. Just dragging him all over into those tacks. Big chop. Lifts him up. Big chop again. And they're exchanging these sickos, dude. Look at her back! They're in her clothes, in her legs, in her lower back, in her arms. They're literally everywhere. This has become a deranged experience. Okay. Door suddenly becomes vertical. Vertical? You know what? Maybe. Oh, wait, what is happening here? Just slapping him, demoralizing DK. Neru. Neru. There's still not a single pinfall in this match, right? At this point, I'm worried they might just like it. She really might not make it to Ticket to Paradise. She might not be able to finish this open challenge. She's got to get a pin on DK as soon as possible. She puts more thumbtacks on his feet. On his feet, dude. His exposed feet. Stands him up. Knees go into the thumbtacks. And, oh, reversal from Neru. Turns DK around. Hits that chop. And she might be landing that Baka Lariat. That's got to be a pin. Come on. 1, 2. That's the first fall in this sickening match, dude. That's just the first fall. She dodged the knockout blow. She dodged the knockout blow, but she gets a bag full of attacks. Oh, and thank goodness the stairs are out of there. I didn't want to see any more stairs. I don't want to see any more attacks either, but I don't think I can do. Who put? Oh, one of you in the chat is a sicko, aren't you? One of you put all those attacks, and Janice again with those nails in that 2x4, rolling up into the tacks. It's gonna be impossible to kick out of that. And DK realizes that. She looks surprised. More surprised than she was hurt. Into the corner. No, not in the corner. Popped up. No! Oh! No, pop up! Choke slam into the tacks! That's gotta be it. What do you mean that's not it? What do you mean? DK, first of all, Baka Lariat into the tacks. Secondly, pinfall into the tacks. Thirdly, he shot her into the sky and oh my gosh! They're sickos. They're sickos. Big boot into the tacks. Neru close to being stunned, able to roll out of the way though. Catches a knockout blow, but gets reversed into the tacks again. DK. Oh man, Neru wise. She was like, he's gonna try and knock me out. And now instead's getting stomped. Might still have some life left in her. But that life is about to be expunged out because that knockout blow may be on the horizon into the corner again. Scoop slam. No, scoop slam doesn't land. Reverse DDT into the tacks, back of the neck first. Honestly, Neru, I would go for the pin. But she doesn't want to go for the pin. She wants to say, hey, remember all the spots that I gave you all? I want you all to remember who AWE's biggest sicko is as she drives literal nails into the back of the head of DK to pick up this victory tonight. Oh my gosh. I don't know how you pick. Yeah, look at this. The pop-up choke slam into the tacks. In fact, right now, there's some live censoring going on this post-match replay. We did not want to see. We didn't want to have so many people relive the tack slams that just happened. We live censored them out of the instant replay there. Because we didn't know just how sickening this would be. That's a good call from the production team backstage. Look at Neru. There are literal thumbtacks driven into her arms, her body. DK's a lifeless corpse, low-key, out there on the outside. Man. Give me the stars, dude. I'm afraid of Neru. I'm afraid of DK too. DK popped her in the sky and chokeslammed her into that tax, and I was like, okay, that's the end of the match. And then she kicked out. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I truly, sincerely do not know what to tell you. But I know I can tell you. I'm scared of that woman, very much so. That has been our open challenge. I am actually just about out of lemonade, so I'm gonna go make some more, and we will continue on with our show. Because after that, I feel like I'm parched. I screamed a lot during that match, and I'll probably do some more screaming tonight. So I will be right back now that I've made some more lemonade. It's time to continue this show. We got a triple threat match. We have right now the loser horse versus the hydromancer versus the bracer. So it's time to see these three go at it. It is going to be a triple threat tag team match of some sort at Ticket to Paradise. We'll find out what tonight. In a similar vein, you win the match, you'll get to essentially have one hand in determining what kind of match it is. Both of your team members win, they gotta, you know, they can pretty much fully decide the match type, which is a strong advantage. And we'll see if that takes place here tonight as the stars go black. Entrances are on, great. And out first, she was out first. Now, generally, I would not expect Haru to, or rather, I would expect a triple threat match of this variety with the caliber of stars that are here tonight to last pretty long. However, I think it needs to be noted that Haru could get pinned very early. This could be the quickest pinfall triple threat match we've ever had. Like, taking a step back, we've had quick triple threat matches before. They've all been ladder matches, and they've lasted. So I think one of them lasted less than a minute. That being said, Haru's looking to prove to Farina tonight that she can go too. From what I've read before, she was very proud of Farina. She was like, "Yeah, we did it." She didn't really do anything. Don't tell Haru I said it, but she ain't. Who did it? Farina. She got the job done. She made it so it was a triple threat match. She made it so her girls had an opportunity, and she won the whole gosh darn thing after burning resiliency early and losing her partner early in that match. That being said, Mona also, you know, carried her team a little bit too. While Cherry and while Cherry and Mona were in together for a while, Cherry got eliminated. Looked like it was all over for them. Mona hit a, I think she hit, that little twist of fate that she hits. It might have actually been the other move. I don't know. But here come the tag team champions. You were close. You were close, voice man. Von Karma, low-key, whenever she's walking out with Scherazard, it looks like she's kind of losing it a little bit. Or maybe she's just trying to get everybody's voices out of her ear. Crack the whip, and we gotta point out, not just crack the whip, we gotta point out, like, on this past Friday, helped to continue causing, it looks like, a major split. I don't want to say split, but man, the Flame Tribe's not having a good time, specifically Hu Tao and Rinkah. Hu Tao doesn't even have a challenger yet for Ticket to Paradise, but it's on. Triple threat. Haru stays to the side. Anything goes in this matchup. And Haru waiting until they're done to get a quick shot in on Mona. However, now Scherazard's over there running wild on the head of the horse. Hurricane Rana by Mona. These three are switching, very quickly switching between each other, which is very nice. Very perfect for a triple threat match as Haru goes down. Little Miss Urara is back up though. I expect her to roll outside the ring and just be dead for the next 45 minutes. But I digress. German suplex. Haru may not be the best, but hey, she has a win, which is more than a lot of members of the AWE roster. Maybe not a lot, but more than a couple members of the AWE roster. She pinned Shingo Lamingo, and you know what? She got all the support in the world from me for that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Look at this, though. Connor and reversed and Mona in control of this match. Like, look at Mona's vitality. It's full. It's completely full. I feel like she's only been hit like twice in this matchup. As a kendo stick is tossed into the ring. I'm not sure why Farina did that. Oh, she wants Mona or someone to use it while Haru's out of the ring. Essentially so, they could wear each other down while Haru catches her breath. Haru just looking on. Didn't go to get the kendo stick. In fact, accidentally hit Jessica. And then goes for a pin, which was a mistake because now that pin is going to be a very slow count. Someone got to teach Haru the rules. You know the rules, and so do I. But Haru doesn't. Very clearly. Stomping with the heels by Mona. That's the one advantage. Not the one advantage. But Mona's got a couple advantages in this matchup. Hurricane Rana to Haru. She go down. And a drop kick. Mona rolls out of the way. Mona's on her toes tonight. But Haru, realizing, okay, I can go and get a weapon. Your partner already threw one in for you. Wait a minute. Top rope with the twist of fate. What on earth? I wasn't even paying attention. Then I looked over. I was like, oh, she's going to kill her. What's going on here, dude? And Haru takes a step forward, dodges that drop kick, and also tosses Mona into the exposed turnbuckle that was exposed by her partner, Cherry. Did not pay dividends for the team. A neckbreaker lands onto Haru. And a senton now onto Mona. And now the tag team champion is about to do what she does best. Beat down her competitors. Scherazard hasn't even been in this business for a year yet and has now found a place in with Crack the Whip. A once tag team has now become a little bit of a faction. 5 members. Big boot lands onto Mona. Didn't actually land onto the person who was running Scherazard. Haru's got to keep focused if she's going to want to come in on top of this matchup. She has a strict disadvantage. She is definitely, in terms of just body durability, body power outside of her legs. She got real powerful legs. She's a horse after all. Lesser than everyone else in this matchup. But look at this. As the stars don't align. The stars are not aligned. It's a reversal. What? Not even one. Not even one. But that changes everything. This might change the fate. Hey, making it so the stars don't align might change the fate of this whole matchup. Haru dragging Mona over to the ropes. Using the ropes to her advantage. Something we expect from Crack the Whip, low-key. Scherazard going to get a weapon. Haru gets drop kicked on the knee. I want to point out, this is the same ring that just had the insane match for the Sickos earlier tonight. Ugh. Judgment card lands, by the way, onto the kendo stick. Dropped. Haru, you should probably take the pin on Mona. She got hit with a finisher, and you might be getting hit with a drop kick. Lands. Just kind of watched her saying, ooh, that was pretty cool. But look at this. Haru fighting her darndest. And I'll tell you what, if Haru can work up that finisher, is very close to doing so. If she hits it on Mona, Mona might be burning, and Haru could get the victory on Mona. This is such an interesting triple threat match dynamic. Knee strike lands! We talked about it. Scherazard's down. 1, 2. Mona got hit with 2 finishers. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 people here without... Oh, Shera rages up. And the judgment card lands on the loser horse, And Scherazard is now got slim picking saying, I could pin Mona easy or Haru easy. 1, 2, oh! Should have picked the horse. Should have picked the horse. I'm surprised she got that. All the twisting in the air she would have had to do. Dragged to the corner. Scherazard has now 2 paths to victory. As she is honestly the best operator in this matchup. Stomp right on her. And another stomp. Drop kick by Mona, who's trying to get herself back in the game too. Double knees. Scherazard already has another signature. Haru's almost got a signature. Mona has got some work to do. That being said, Mona has used a signature, has tried to use a finisher. Everybody about to be back into the ring. As a kendo stick in the ring, a kendo stick out of the ring, and Scherazard, what is she thinking here? Whatever she's thinking, Mona is still the biggest target. Haru pins Scherazard. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, girly. She got hit with that sick move, that sick twist of fate from the middle rope. This is the better move, though. 1, 2, but it's broken up. I was gonna say Mona at the very least has, I'm sorry, she no-sold that hit. She said, ooh, that kind of hurt. But that's not gonna get no-sold. Oh my gosh! Nope, it did get no-sold. I was immediately proven wrong. I was like, that's not gonna get no, wait, reversal in the corner. But reversal right back, and Scherazard with a quick roll-up on Haru, who's taken all this damage for 1, 2, and loser horses, and not out! And by out, I mean it's a regular triple threat match, so it would have been the end of the match. Double stomp doesn't land. Haru's been able to dodge a whole lot of damage here tonight. But with a Mona about to work up another finisher, a shot right to the head, and oh my gosh! That was almost perfect! Perfect timing. Haru got in the way of the finish. And now Scherazard's back in control. Knocks Mona down. Mona kips right back up. Knocks it out of the hands, but I think that was not a reversal of the finisher, but it is a belly-to-belly right onto the kendo stick. Oh, man. Haru's out to the side of the ring, just taunting, just celebrating. And Farina, for her friend, for her tag team partner from the Black Sheep, distracts Scherazard! And that could have been resiliency, but Mona is right there. Oh, drop kick. Mona, I think I would go and pin Shera. Mona still has the finish. And boy, is she gonna try and make those stars align again! Scherazard, oh my gosh, picture perfect. Oh my gosh, Mona, she ran right into that. That was incredible. Scherazard dodging 2 stars align. That is bad news. If you were looking to win the tag team titles, in a couple weeks' time, standing up real quick, axe, not a double axe. That was actually just a strong forearm right to the head of Mona. Kendo stick broken across of Mona. Kick to the guts, but look behind you because Scherazard is ready to put you away with a judgment card. No. Stood up right immediately afterwards. Hold on, Haru. Wait a minute, that actually could be resiliency for Scherazard, remember. I don't know, I was gonna say she has taken a finisher. She has taken a signature. She just took a little bit more damage. And Haru almost has another finish, but Scherazard fires back, and judgment card looks like it's about to land, but look who's waiting there. It's the distraction. The dirtiest players. Oh my gosh. At the last second, Von Karma said, hey, get over here. Distracted Mona at the last second so she could pin Haru. Oh my gosh. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? Nothing, really. After what just happened, nothing. Scherazard, not even right place at the right time. She said, let me drop this loser horse once. If I drop her again, I win this match. Mona was very much going to break that up, but Francisca, before the pin started, said, hey, what do you think you're doing? Looked like she was about to get in the ring. Mona had to stop her, saying, you're not going to interfere with this matchup. And here was the other opportunity. Hey, both of those competitors did wonders for their tag team partners. Farina jumped onto the apron and said, hey, hit me instead. Haru said, let me hit that finish real quick. 1, 2, a kick out. It wasn't even resiliency. Scherazard said, light work here tonight. As Haru goes up on the shoulders, and I need to close that door. As the AC kicks in. And here was that distraction at play. Did not realize that pin was landing at that point in time. Thought she was about to get attacked from behind, but instead the pin landed. And there they are. Your tag team champions. They get to decide one half of the match type at Ticket to Paradise. If Von Karma wins next week, they have full control of the match type. Good for the girlies. Okay. At this point in time, I must go close that door because the AC is a little loud in the hallway. Especially when it's on full blast because it's a little warm right now. Anywho, we've got Golden versus Ryoma one-on-one tonight. The door is closed. And the match, she begins. Give me my stars. I didn't even need my stars. We're here right now. Oh. Makoto, who's been so busy ducking and dodging Golden, lost to him, and now he's coming out here first of all alone, thankfully. Walking down, eyeing the All-Star champion, but it was supposed to, that's old hope. We're looking at new hope right now in Ryoma Hoshi. The new ultimate hope as dubbed by the AWE, baby. And Makoto, however, looks like he's getting close and up close and personal for this matchup. As I guess it's on. Hey, Golden, you want to focus up. All these mind games. But still able to get an early shot in on Ryoma. Off the ropes. Ooh! And already going to the corner. Is he already thinking? Big kick to Ryoma. Ryoma's gotten off literally zero offense. And you know what? Can you blame the guy? Look who he's in the ring with. An all-timer in Golden, but reversal by Ryoma, stomps on the arm. And now he's starting to get in some offense himself. He just had a very hectic fatal four-way match. Okay, well, not even hectic. It was just brutal. Brutal, not for nothing. Pinfall, not even one. These two are, you know, two of the, I wouldn't say, was Ryoma one of the best champions we ever had? No, but I think he might have been the best Kang we've ever had, not for nothing. Won the championship, carried it with pride. Maybe one of the most fun rivalries we ever had, him and Kaito, you know, never-ending rivals into turning into friends, to lovers, to tag team partners. As Golden gets Ryoma in the corner, here's the thing. Golden's got the power advantage on Ryoma. He might even honestly have the speed advantage. Usually, we expect Ryoma to have the speed advantage against his opponents, but Golden's no slouch when it comes to speed, not for nothing. But apparently, Ryoma's no slouch when it comes to grappling. Usually, we see him be more of a striker. But he's showing off some technical prowess tonight, wrenching the arm of Golden back. Once again, we mentioned it, I think this past Friday, there is only one title outside of the United World Championship that Ryoma has not won here in the AWE, and that is the title Golden holds on to right now. It's the title Golden holds on to tonight. And it's the title that Golden will be defending at Ticket to Paradise. But as that arm continues to wrench back, Golden finally gets to reverse that. Look at the arms of Golden as well. Already in the yellow, already in the gold, I suppose. Couple of shots right to the head, right to the mask. Don't tell that no good Yakuza about Golden's mask, not for nothing. Wrenching that arm over. And Ryoma heading up to the top rope. Flying all the way across. Somebody told Mona that's how you do it, and that is 1. 2. Early 2. as they make their way to the outside. Makoto right there watching on. German almost right onto Makoto. His Golden's head is on Makoto's shoe right now. And he was all for it, saying, that's very nice. Count of 3. Oh, he's not getting back in the ring. Ryoma saying, hold on. We're going out all over. Oh my gosh, that would have been incredible. But Golden to the last second steps out of the way. Pretty moves by the Kang. Count of 6. And it's going to stop at a count of 6. As Ryoma gets dragged to the center of the ring. Gets a couple of, shoulders up. And keep in mind, he's still got... Oh, man. Oh, man, he's all the way up. But reversal of the signature. And now Golden's hitting one of his own. Knee lands. But Ryoma's still back up. Golden thinking about hitting that finisher as these two are exchanging blows here tonight. Golden riling up the no. Golden wins this matchup by disqualification because Makoto jumps in to put his hands back on Golden. Here's what I want to point out. Makoto might be completely fresh. It looks like this is broken down into a brawl. But Golden's got a finisher right now. Golden could hit this man with a knee and we could be all over, is what I'm saying. Couple of chops. Golden with the reversal, and that's what I was talking about. Pops him up, but Makoto with the reversal. He might lay Golden down in the center of the AWE Rebellion ring tonight. Goes for a little scoop slam. Climbs up to the top rope. He may be thinking, Don Gonrana may be engaging, and he gets it all. Someone's got to deal with Makoto, dude. After a match that started off fantastically, Makoto had to get his grubby little hands on Golden one more time. Take me back, huh? Take me back. Give me some fades to black, red, orange. Give me the stars, huh? In my opinion, the only way Makoto could beat Golden is if someone else did most of the work for him, and that's exactly what happened here tonight. There was a fantastic matchup, one-on-one, between Golden and Ryoma. They were starting to heat up, they were starting to sauce out, and then all of a sudden, there goes Makoto. We need to have a sit down to figure out what's going on. We got to get this settled this Friday. I'm going to talk to the general managers. I'm not going to talk to Shingo. She's kind of losing her mind right now. But let's see how it all plays out. Tonight, however, we also have another little 1v1 that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about somebody in it, and that somebody is Flair, and I don't want her to perish. But I fear she may, as the stars, they're gonna go. I kind of hope it's somebody's out at the start. Oh no, nobody's out at the start. No shenanigans? Okay. One fall. Okay. So Flair might be doomed. Rinkah and the Flame Tribe have had a rough past, really, I think at this point, maybe 4 weeks. I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago. It'll be 4 weeks this week, this coming Friday, I think. A couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago at this point. 4 weeks ago, actually, maybe 5, 6 weeks ago, something. Look, last month. That's the easier way to talk about it. Last month, Hu Tao invited On to the Flame Tribe. The next week, or I guess 2 weeks after that, on Fracture, On said, I will not be joining the Flame Tribe. I will be abandoning you in this tag team match, Hu Tao, leaving Hu Tao alone to crack the whip. And while that was happening, There were backstage attacks on the other members of the Flame Tribe from the new members of the Crack the Whip, Midnight and Mitsuri. And in the parking lot, An went to go and deal with Yukiko, who was coming to aid her sisters, and hit her with a divination through a pane of glass. The week after that, well, Bernice, Hu Tao, and Rinkah were in the ring. Hu Tao was saying, you know, hey, look, we got this. We're gonna get the. An is just talking crazy stuff. Rinkah, however, agreed, so they need to get their act together. Something's got to change with the Flame Tribe, and she accidentally speared Hu Tao last night, and that's not great. The worst part about that is, hey, a spear is a spear, an accident's an accident. An stepped out of the way, she instigated it. But Rinkah didn't help Hu Tao to the back, didn't help her up, just walked to the back herself. After looking at Hu Tao, maybe almost disappointedly. I don't know if she was disappointed in Hu Tao or disappointed in herself, but she didn't help her Flame Tribe member, her family, her sister, up after an attack caused by herself. Things are a little rocky in the Flame Tribe. Flare is feeling a little rocky herself. As I've been told, she feels a little lost. She's trying to find herself, trying to have good matches against great competitors. And we'll see, maybe that training's paid off. Hey, she did train with Miku. Let's take it a step back. Go! I was gonna say girly train with Miku, but Miku couldn't beat Rinkah, so. However, if that's making Miku a coach, it's much like, hey, a coach couldn't play this. Sometimes coaches can't play the game, but they can definitely call the game, they can definitely teach the game, you know what I'm talking about? So maybe Flare is gonna be a master of the game with the coach, Miku, who was training her by her side. Oh, never mind, she got speared out the gates through the ropes? Okay, okay. I did say this is a mad Rinkah, and that's not what you want to hear at all. I'm sorry. Is Bernice's song? Rinkah looks dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. What is Bernice's song playing? Is she trying to distract? Oh, she's here! No! Nitro fuel! Bernice, why? Dog. I thought the troubles were just between Hu Tao and Rinkah, but Bernice coming out here. Bernice, who Rinkah really put her body on the line for before AV Mania last year. Flying clothesline by Flair. That nitro fuel may have just turned this entire match around. Elbow drop to the heart of Rinkah. And another one to the heart of Rinkah. And a third one to the heart of Rinkah, whose heart might be broken right now, seeing her sister essentially interrupt this match, her sister in flames. Interrupt during her match, distract her, but outside the ring, a nasty choke slam, and that may just be making things worse for Flair. Stepping back into the ring. From behind though, Flair with a little back-to-back. Shot to the back. Over the top rope. Oh no, the back of Flair might be looking rough now. Stomp. And here's the thing, Rinkah had not been talking to Hu Tao or Bernice, admittedly, since their disagreement last Friday. Going for the pinfall. Already got hit with a nasty choke slam outside the ring. 1, 2. Not resiliency yet, though. But I tell you what, one Rinkah spear and resiliency may be on the docks. Wait a minute, I don't know, that was an incredible roll-up, speedy roll-up by Flair. I think she's realizing, first of all, what she may have just gotten herself into. Secondly, realizing that she might be able to somehow pick up a win thanks to the not miscommunications, the clothesline. Thanks to everything going on with the Flame Tribe. Hold on a minute. Flair hits combustion on Rinkah. She doesn't have resiliency. She's taking 2 finishers. She still kicks out. She still kicks out, but she's not done yet. Flair's got some more left in the tank. Flying. Flair. Forearm. Popped up. Sent her down. And drops. Rinkah lifts her right back up. And the super kick lands! Y'all. Popped up, but reversal of the finisher into the ropes and to reverse the spear! Rinkah's busted! Flair just reversed the spear! And a flying body drop! That's gotta be resiliency! 1, 2... Y'all, Rinkah was destroying Flair in this matchup up until Bernice came up and put Rinkah down with nitro fuel. And one more time, are we about to see a miracle happen? Combustion lands! 1, 2... Okay, well, first of all, I really thought that was it. I 1,000,000% thought it was over. A 1,000,000% thought it was over. Into the ropes. Knee trembling. Rinkah crawling in the corner. Rinkah's heart broken. Her head busted. And Flair's not letting up. Rolled over. She might be out. 1, 2. Yo, what is Rinkah, dude? What is she? Reversal. Rinkah's been unable to hit that spear. Spine buster lands. But Flair pushing Rinkah away. Rinkah not letting what just happened slow her fight. And now a signature is set up. Calling for Flair to get back up. Remember, there was a spear that landed and another one lands. Lifted back up again. Turned around. German suplex right on the top of the head. And now we're seeing that rage from Rinkah. She's climbing up to the middle rope. And you do not want to be in this situation. Blood dripping down her face and a spear from the middle rope. Into the pinfall. That's 1. That's 2. That's not resiliency from Flair? What? What? Okay, so there's a lot to talk about that's going on in this matchup. Rolling out of the way. Flair. Super kick lands. That. 1, 2. Flair beats Rinkah. I almost feel like during this match you can almost like trace the 7 stages of grief that Rinkah just went through. Flair may have gotten this victory, but I want to point out there's gonna be an asterisk forever, and that asterisk is gonna say what's going on with the Flame Tribe. We gotta get some answers to those questions, but tonight, that might have been, last night, or I guess this past Friday, it was definitely the spear heard around the world. Bernice definitely heard it. 1, 2, and that kick out was crazy. We were like, okay, it's over. She did it. Middle rope spear. This calc out might have been crazier. Because out of that pin, 1, 2, resiliency was not burned. And rolled out of the way, and it might have been Miku's suggestion, which was brilliant, because Flair, ever since, has not been down after that super kick. Has saved a lot of stamina after that super kick, and just like that, beat Rinkah here at AWE Rebellion with an asterisk. That asterisk isn't, it is a pretty big asterisk. Not physically, but I think the asterisk is mentally. You could see for a while after that happened, Rinkah was just off her game. But then when she was back on her game, she was on her game, and Flair was still able to kick out of that middle rope spear. She don't go for that all the time, but when she do, she's trying to hurt somebody. She's trying to get some rage out of her system. Give me the stars real quick. Flair beats Rinkah. That is not what I thought I was going to say. I thought I was going to say prepare an ambulance. You might need to prepare an ambulance for Bernice. Not for nothing. It's our semi-main. Let's see how this plays out. One-on-one. Verosika goes one-on-one with a competitor of Sage's choosing. If she wins, well, title match is hers. Otherwise, she might have to earn it as the stars go. Black. Verosika ready. Who is Sage picking? If you don't take that crown... First of all, Verosika, that's bad for you. A man who was already qualified for the golden ticket match, and Sage's father, apparently he's gonna say, you need me to beat someone up for you, my child. It's a daddy-daughter partnership here tonight. Verosika's gonna have to beat Eggman. She can't even make Eggman fall down. Oh, I was wrong. Off the ropes. Verosika made her way all the way through the Royal Crown and became champion and held the title for mere seconds before Sage made her return and cashed in the golden ticket. Sage has put all of her eggs into one Eggman-shaped basket. She doesn't have her partner to rely on tonight, but she does have family, famiglia. Stood up again. Pushed away. Kick to the guts. Even with Aiba missing, Sage isn't directly saying, hey, you'll get a championship. She's saying you still gotta fight your way to it. Aiba, we don't know her whereabouts. We don't know if she's fine. Kick out. The night rolls on. Eggman out of the ring. There's a normal one-on-one match. Here's the thing. Verosika could win this thing by countout. Couple of kicks, more kicks. Pushed away, though. Eggman very close to having that bar gone, but Verosika very close to needing Mayday herself as she's tossed almost all the way around the ring by Eggman. This is just embarrassing at this point. Elbow drop right across the... Now, Sage has beaten Verosika by countout, correct? Or the other way around. We're to count of 7. Oh my gosh, this may be a part of what he wants to do. She is coming back to her senses just in the nick of time as she's in before the count of 9 or right at the count of 9, but came into a clothesline. A kick to the back. And a Boston Crab in deep. Verosika able to turn things around. Realizing keeping Eggman grounded is the perfect way to break up that purple bar. Off the ropes, but oh, Eggman got up and said, all right, well, that's good for me. Sounds like a plan to me. Kick out of 1. Hands on the head, and oh no. What on earth? Oh, okay. Not the greatest move from Eggman's arsenal, but you know what? It's admittedly embarrassing. Just making your opponent fall to the ground after that. Oh, reversal of the signature. Y'all. Because of that. Oh! The referee didn't see it. Sage was trying to give Eggman some room, but one. Kick out of one. Remove the turnbuckle, and Verosika's the one who actually used that to her advantage. Not gonna work, pushed away. This matchup just became suddenly very even. Single leg Boston Crab this time, not using both legs. The body's hurting. And I want to point out actually the Boston Crab. Sage has a roll through Boston Crab. That Boston Crab Eggman did earlier was probably just to embarrass Sage, saying, oh, do you remember this move? My daughter does it better than me. More athletic. A punch right to Eggman. But Eggman returns fire. No, Sage. Oh my gosh, look at the... Okay, Eggman, hold on a minute. That was kind of nasty. Oh, he turned around. He was trying to go for a discus forearm, it looked like. And he turned right around into what looked like a kind of an X Factor, but distracted by the champion. The champion better be careful she doesn't get herself not disqualified, get herself ejected. As Eggman saying, this is light work. Dragging Verosika. Verosika able to get elbows into the guts, though. And a big boot lands. Eggman rolling into the corner. Verosika is turning things around against the former King Egg. The Egg with a crown. Shot to the face. And a super kick by Eggy. Stomp, and again. Kind of a modified curb stomp there. Off the ropes. Another cutter lands, cracking the Egg. Eggman does have a signature now. Verosika still has a finisher. If it lands, it is all she... It's not all she wrote, admittedly. Because especially now, it's gotten reversed. She is in incredible danger as the eggplant lands. She has no resiliency. She has no hope of kicking. She did kick out. I do want to point out, though, that Eggman has two finishers. And it may just be waiting for the opportunity for the egg carrier to land. The size difference between these two was enough to get... Hey! I was gonna say to get Eggman an easy victory. And it still could be if he has one more egg carrier, and he might do just that. Back to back. Her back is broken. It took distractions. What? I was gonna say it took distractions. It took Sage not interfering, but ripping apart turnbuckles. But she kicked out of an eggplant and two egg carriers. An armbar locked in. But Verosika is still able to get back on her feet. Okay, you know what? We do have to remember, girl is a fighter. Ducked out of the way. But Eggman turns her around. Verosika in a reverse DDT position. Oh my gosh, almost like a lifting cutter out of that position. And lifted up onto the shoulders. Verosika is almost like a dead corpse. A regular corpse, I suppose. Oh my gosh, discus punch did land that time. Verosika not giving up. Hurricane Rana hits. Eggman, keep in mind, oh my gosh, is a former world champion. I think 3-time world champion, but I want to point out, Eggplant one more time. She's dead. She's dead. You can see Sage on the outside clapping, saying, get rid of my rival. Father dropped. Horns almost got dug into the mat. She tried to hit signatures, she tried to hit finishers, but Eggman is just trying to make sure that she can't move after this as he flattens her with an elbow. The level difference between these two is far too great. Reversal from Verosika. She's trying to fight back, but Eggman, once again, too strong, too powerful, big boot. Verosika in a never say die attitude right now. Eggman rolls out of the way. It looks like he double rolled out of the way, not for nothing. saying, oh my gosh, wait a minute, punch right to the nose. Beats his chest afterwards saying, yeah, I'm her dad. And in the center of the ring, one last egg carrier. This might not have been about simply beating her. Eggman just injured Verosika, and look at how Sage is just jumping up happily afterwards saying, yeah, you got her! This small demon had to face off with a gigantic egg. Keep in mind, that's a gigantic egg after a low blow as well. Did whatever she could to stay alive in this thing, but instead she walks out with a injury to her body. Eggman destroyed Verosika here tonight, and Sage looked on with a smile on her face. It looks like Verosika might have to earn that title rematch. She agreed to this. She agreed to these terms. It's been a lot of people just picking people that other people we would expect to have no chance against. Like Gin against March earlier. Man. Verosika did kick out of an eggplant and 2 egg carriers. That was crazy. This one right here, we were like, okay, well, it's over. She got murdered by Eggman. 1, 2, and a kick out of like 2.9. We were like, huh? we thought it was over for real a couple of times. That single-armed egg carrier saying, that was just bad manners at that point. Eggman said, okay, yeah, it's your boy. 3 egg carriers puts Verosika away. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner,
Aiba may still be missing. Kuzu is probably screaming in agony. But Sage is on the side, smiling, happily saying, thank you, Dad. Hey, maybe he's not so bad a dad after all. Look at him talk, though. He was like, yeah, it's me. It's me, and he said, next time you see me, I might be holding a little briefcase. That being said, it's about that time, ain't it? Give me my stars, huh? Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. I gotta go get the wheel, actually, so I won't be in one. Good, and that's over. It's right in my face. Excellent. Well, not excellent. It's time to see what these two are gonna be brawling in right here, right now. One-on-one. In a match that we were all expecting to take place in a couple of weeks. It's taking place tonight, and it is going to be... Oh, please be Dojo, please be oh my gosh. Backstage brawl, pinfall, and I know it says pinfall, but that's just to say it's non-KO. It's pinfall / submission. I should probably change that. I'm going to go ahead and change that. I'm gonna go ahead and change that. That being said, let me get this match edited, and I guess the show will be on the road. Alright, backstage brawl. I gotta say, I'm not excited. I mean, I'm... Hey, there's a world where everything ends tonight. However, I don't like March in a match that does not have a referee. I also need to come back here because this is pinfall or submission, not KO. I need to go back and save this match and hope that the card wasn't shifted around a whole bunch. Okay. Here. Change this. To championship match and the backstage brawl. Custom match. Okay. I don't know how... I don't know who coerced who, but we're starting as the stars go. Black. You know, at least they're not, like, on the catwalk. That is where I feel like I have the most fear. Of course, getting your head dropped on concrete is way worse than having it dropped you know, on the mat or at ringside. So this is still worrisome. But tonight we'll see how it goes. It's Panat. It's March 7th. She's, of course, ever nighted up. It is the Fight Forever Championship match that was scheduled to go on a Ticket to Paradise. So now I don't know what's going to happen at Ticket to Paradise. Not for nothing. Oh. Big clothesline. And a stomp there as well. And another big knee rocking Panat. Panat's gotten off. Almost no offense. I'm not controlling Panat, right? Okay, good. She is reversing. I was concerned. I was like, I haven't seen any reversal prompts. I didn't actually accidentally do this. Because right now, Panat was getting rocked, but now she's starting to turn things back around in the favor of herself in this match up, yanking that arm back a little bit, back a lot of bit. Wrist is not having a good time for March 7th, and double knees to the back of March. March has had this title for eons at this point. Tossed almost into the concrete, not concrete. That's I don't know what material that wall is made of. Made of wall material. Panat goes shoulder checking first into there and dropped head first, and that's the calculating mind of, I don't even want to say March 7th, of Evernight, because there's a, let's keep it a buck. Evernight has, is clearly the more violent half, I would say, of these two competitors, you know what I mean? You have to wonder, has Evernight just had control of March over a lot of this? I don't think that's the, it's hard to say. Because we've had nice, sweet, innocent March 7th for a while, but it feels like this title has really had her embrace this other half. Went for a big boot there, nobody home. Double hook in the arms and dropped, no, into a sweet little reversal by Evernight. Let's just say it how it is. No. Bro. What did I say at the start of this? You know what I said? I said, you know what? At least they're not up here on the catwalk. And you know where they went to? The catwalk, but hold on, Panat. Panat back in control here. Big chops, big punches, big hits, and almost tossed her right off of that edge. Do you look? As somebody who's gone off of that edge and has been into that light, come on, dude. You can't write this. You can't write a jinx like this. I literally said, at least they're not on the catwalk. I said to myself, you know what? At least they didn't go to, you know exactly, like right where they went to. Dude, this ain't cool. This is not okay. This is not okay. There's nobody there's no referees, no security, no team to make sure everyone's okay on this one. Thankfully, yes, go into the elevator. No? Yeah, elevator would have been nice. I would have liked the elevator. Elevator time would have been awesome. No, where are you taking her? Panat able to get out of it. I was like, you guys go back down. I don't like it. My heart's like beating a little fast whenever they're just fighting on top of this, this here up here. Can't say I love it. And into one of those shaky guardrails. We have to replace them, honestly, more often than I would hope that we would have to. But look at this, actually. Let's keep it a buck. Signature got reversed. March could be in danger. Because this is still early doors, and really it's still pretty even in the early doors. Panat very close to being stunned, though, if that stunning happens. As they go, no, still not back down. Panat saves herself from going down and saves herself from getting stunned, but that has all changed here. And now March is back on the offensive. A kick. Just rocking the back of the neck of Panat, and okay, leaves. Says, I'm done up there, thank you. I'm so glad. And taunting Panat, but Panat was ready for it. But reversal right back. March seems to be ready too. She's playing games, trying to deck Panat all the way into the elevator. She knocked her in. She knocked her into the elevator. Lamel. That's crazy work. Panat going back down. And she may have to find herself going back up in a second. Okay, it looks like they need to be playing teeter-totter. One goes in. She went down fast, dude. She went down. You saw how I never seen anyone go down the ladder that fast. Okay, they need to not be fighting. Why do they go to the place that I really just don't want them to go? Panette already has an injury backstage. This is what I'm talking about. But March may be dealing with a concussion clause. Dropped. But stands right back up. That is the insanity of the March 7th. What does she have going on here? No. I fear. I have great fear in this match. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. A couple of elbows right to the guts. Arm getting dragged, wrenched. Nobody's gone for a pin attempt in a while. A stomp on the arm. Panette likely going down the ladder, thank goodness. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there, girl. You gotta save your head at this point. Where's she going? Panette, I swear if you're going up the elevator, I will scream. I'm gonna scream. But I don't know what kind of mind games you're playing. But like, if you guys are just not gonna be... No, you're just right back in the exact area where I want you not to be. And dropped with that dragon cutter. Dude, I was like, okay, they're gonna make themselves... They're gonna go back down and nothing bad is gonna happen here. And instead, I'm sweating. Instead, I'm sweating. March does not go in the elevator. Instead, dust her shoes off. What is she thinking? Oh, they can't do this. That thing is... Oh, Wyvern Sleeper, actually. Wait a minute, March might actually have to burn resiliency here. No, was out of it. Really? Oh my, quick! And blood splatter across the face, across the camera of Panette as well, and now dragging her into the elevator. They're both walking down together. Thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness. But hold on, Panette, they can't. Just stay down, y'all. Just stay down. Oh my gosh, rips the thingies. As they enter the elevator together and both just kind of walk out and say, okay, that's fine. But she almost walked, I think, right into a signature, and she's still breaking the fingers of March. And one. Just one. Oh man, dude. Oh, dude. I don't like this, dude. I don't like this. Dragging away from. Thank you. Get away from there. Just go down. Just go down. There's really never a reason to go up this catwalk. The catwalk, it scares me. But now Panette is in full control of this matchup, it seems. But a big chop may have just stopped that. And a targeted attack to the head. Oh no. Oh yeah! Look at that reversal of the... She was trying to go for that pile driver, and instead reversal right back, it seems. March 7th still in this thing. Turn around, drag towards the big lamp there, or headlight rather, spotlight, is the word that I was looking for. But that's still beaten down, already has an injured head. Run into my head, run into my head. And a kick, double underhook. She's going for that signature. And drops Panette again on her head and neck. This might actually be resiliency. Oh! Hey, girl's tough. She wasn't tag team champion for what, 427 days for nothing. She won't champion for 427 days for nothing. Hey, I don't know. Hey, Panette is out here working. She said, maybe I'm even better outside of the ring. Fight me in non-standard matches and you'll see what you're gonna get. A submission specialist. And look at this reversal and able to punch Panette right in the face though. Panette almost has two finishers. That might be really enough to really start to wear down on March 7th. I know she is something special. Wait a minute, nice bridge on a concrete one. But just one. Panette escapes up to her feet. March rolls out of the way. Both going for knees, it looked like. Start up again. And drops March. Stood up one more time. Panette has a Wyvern Sleeper on the lock. Could she hit another? If she gets two and a signature, she might be Fight Forever champion. Now, I think what March is starting to notice is, after having my pile driver reversed twice, I need to lock in. And we've seen March lock in before, and you don't want March to lock in for real, for real. Or Evernight for that matter, because that's who we're dealing with right now. A couple more shots right to the guts. And ooh, that brawling blow, that single fist strike right to the jaw. Dragging Evernight. They have explored all over the backstage area. Remember, they started this thing in the parking lot. They made their way up to the catwalk, and now they're fighting on these crates. Drive in the boot. Right in to March 7th. And what's going on here? Tossing the champion. But rolls out of the way. Into the Dragon Sleeper. Come on, March has no resiliency, but still able to get out of it quick. She is, at the very least, so slippery. And gets a reversal off there, maybe saving her championship. She has been unable to get too much, like, major offense recently in this matchup. Lifting Panette back up. Thinking about tossing Panette herself, but no, I was gonna say Panette, she's hurt and she's injured, but she's not beaten up that bad. And instead, tumbling and falling, there goes March. Stood back up. If this concussion clause hits, maybe. No. She ducked the brass knuckles. She was looking for a finishing shot with the brass knuckles, but instead tossed onto the concrete again. Remember, this is already now a Panette with a head injury. But able to work herself back up in this fight, lifting up March. A couple more open shots and a kick to the guts. Oh, not just a kick to the guts. Oh, I thought she might have been going for concussion clause, but that's not the case. Instead, whatever happened, Evernight reverses, and Panette goes flying onto those crates. Once again, remember, all of this damage is going to hurt so much more because it's not happening in the ring. It's happening on such hard surfaces. She's reversed every single attempt that there's been on that pile driver, but I want to point out, most importantly, a reversal. Oh, that was under the chair. A reversal finally happened to the Wyvern Sleeper. Evernight's still in this thing. Resiliency's burned on Panette. But another reversal. Panette's still surviving. March, at the very least, has all of her limbs feeling rough. Tossed over and a drop kick. But look at that. Panette able to save herself and say, no, I'm getting down myself. March taking a second too long to celebrate. Up on the shoulders again. But again, Evernight too wily, too fast. Lifted back up one more time. Tossing Panette. And this time pounces her. And for the first time in this matchup, no, wait a minute. No, this is not that. That's not the move that I was expecting. She's got a full finisher. She's not stunned, so Panette still has a chance. But she's getting dragged. I don't know where she's getting dragged to. Come on, away from the glass. Don't do all that. Come on. Oh, no, you just wanted to bring her out into the open to drop her head onto the concrete. I was about to point out the blood dripping down her face. The makeup is now completely gone from one of her eyes. As the scrap continues. March does not have an answer for Panette. At least not in a backstage brawl. Rolls out of the way. She can't have her cameraman come and help her. As she stands right back up. Tossed into the crate, shoulder first. Goodness gracious, we've got a lot of targeted attacks here tonight on Rebellion. Couple more shots to the guts. Stood up and a shot right to the jaw. Slurp again. March getting, no, not getting a weapon. Yes, getting a weapon. No, taunting her again. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. Nowadays, nothing that this Evernight could surprise me at this point. The only thing that will surprise me is Evernight tapping out to that Wyvern Sleeper. And I was hoping we might have seen it right there. Okay, you gotta lock it in. Gotta lock in Panette. There's a lot of the AW universes rooting for you to put an end to this reign. To finally have dawn break on an everlasting night. Ugh! With a baseball shot like that to an already potentially concussed Panette. It ain't over. It ain't over. Tossed. Boxes strewn everywhere. I know we have like a security, potentially, I don't know at that point. We gotta really restructure security after this whole debacle with Shingo Lamingo's over, to keep it a buck with you. I know that everyone, more specifically, I think our medics are watching this very closely, saying, okay, we realize things may be going bad momentarily. She's got her up in the sky, powerbomb position. Oh, no, not powerbombing her onto those crates, but somehow, some way, immediately Panette says, no, I'm fine, kicks her in the face. Ducks out of the way. Wyvern Sleeper locked in a third time. Come on, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be resiliency. Come on, no shot. And a kick to the back again. No way. That is 3 times Panette has been able to lock in the Wyvern Sleeper, but not a single time March has been even close to tapping. She's slippery. Oh, but this ain't a Wyvern Sleeper. It's a concussion clause. Right into the pinfall. Come on. Come on. Come. Resiliency just got burned. Turns. Oh no, that was another attempt at the Wyvern Sleeper, but reversed by March 7th. Rolled out of the way. When I think she was actually going right there for that stump pile driver that she calls Night Falls. And is she gonna win this thing with a roll up? No. No. And Shingo said everyone is defending at ticket to pair. What is she doing? Marks, the match is over. You already won. Oh my gosh. Adding insult to injury. Ridiculous. Is she still not done? She just let her finish her again. What is literally the point? Okay. Hold on a minute. I know that nobody was allowed to get involved now. Because they were having a backstage brawl, and you know, that's not the point. Because, yeah, she's still going at it. Yeah, I need to call her. I'll do a group call. I'll just call the chat. Okay. Hey. Is there a power bomber into the elevator? Can you do that? Oh gosh, the door closed on it. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, can y'all get March? Actually, hold on. It looks like Panette's fine. I think we're good to go. No. Is she okay? I know she just had a head injury. It looks like she's trying to smack herself back up. March tripped her up on the way. I'm sorry. Y'all, are y'all watching? With Selena? Okay. Shoot. Can we get, I guess maybe... Security Junior's not gonna do anything. And he's lead security. We can't we can't call him. Can you two? Can either? Oh man, we don't really want either you two, because y'all are gonna have to look. Man, I don't know. It's just I don't like it when people are fighting up there. Get somebody out there to kind of break this thing up, because this match is over. This match is, oh, she's hitting that move too. Yeah, this match is over. Get somebody out there ASAP. Appreciate you. Okay. All right. Later. It'll just be a couple minutes. Yeah, the little railing was fixed. Good on that. Honestly, I don't know how y'all fixed it so fast. Nahida repairs. Hey, at least she can do something. You know what I mean? All right, thank you. Bye. Somebody should be here in a couple of minutes. I've been told it'll be less than 5 minutes before we get somebody out here. They're just so I've been told, first of all, that whole thing being replaced and repaired. Good on Nahida. She's got little I don't know if they're robot things. She's got some sort of invention that repairs these things, and thank goodness that. Wait a minute. Threw her over the railing. She landed on her neck, her head and her neck. What are you doing? And then you're lifting up her, you're lifting up her, I don't even know if she's, I'm sorry, wait a minute, we cut the feed. Yo, we don't got 5 minutes anymore. Yeah, medical team, everybody. I'll switch back over to them. Hold on. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Naomi? Okay, y'all are on it. I don't know. Yeah, there's something wrong with her. Is Panetto, well, clearly Panet's not okay. Breathing's good. That's a start. I'm gonna close out the show real quick. Just keep me posted, okay? Appreciate you, Ryoma. Okay. You two guys. All right. I need to go. Okay. Cut us over. We're gonna cycle through this quickly. This was disgusting. Honestly, it was a great backstage brawl, and then it turned disgusting. Eggman murdered Verosika. Flair did what we thought was the impossible. Golden won by disqualification. The Makoto dropped him. Scherazard played her cards right, and Neru beat Donkey Kong. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I need to go handle some business. We gotta go check on Panet. Keep her in your thoughts. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thanks for watching. Where's my phone? What? Huh? Makoto making his way down. You know, usually Makoto's coming out here, he's not even fighting Golden tonight. Golden just beat him this Friday. Okay. So. Maybe I'll include this at the end as like a little blooper thing. What on earth is good? 2K? Where's Ryoma? Oh man, Ryoma. Oh, 2K. Oh. Alright, well, perfect time for me to close the door.